Hi, my name's Steve Monkley and I'm the brand ambassador for the Grande Cuisine Academy. And in this series we're talking to you about how to use certain pieces of equipment, their usage and how to be safe with them. Today I'm going to be looking at the combination oven. Now may I first say that there are absolutely loads of models out there and I have got no allegiance to any one. Today I'm standing in front of an MKM, but I've used many different varieties. It's a really versatile piece of equipment that you really need to get the most out of. It operates as a conventional oven, it's also a convection oven, it's also a steam oven, and just recently I was introduced to a model by one manufacturer that also is now incorporating a microwave oven. I'm yet to work with them, but it's a great movement forward. So let me talk to you about the different processes. Every one of these combinations has a different panel and they're all reasonably simple to use once you've been given the instructions. Today is more about telling you how to cooking them. First and foremost, you've got your conventional roasting oven that you're all absolutely used to. All convection ovens have fans in them, which normally have a fan speed. So when you're cooking different things, you can change the fan speed. The fan circulates the heat to make sure that the oven is at the same temperature all the way around. But in some cases, you don't want a fan blowing on the product because maybe it's a very light and flimsy product and it could very easily blow it away. So by having the ability to alternate the fan speed, that is extremely helpful. The convection side of this, where you inject steam into the oven, works on the principle that you are able to stop so much of the drying out of the product you're cooking. So it's injecting moisture into the air, and that way it doesn't suck the moisture out of predominantly a joint of meat, but it can be other things as well. So you have that ability. At this stage I'm going to show you, in all convection ovens you have probes, and the probes are there to give you an idea of the temperature in the center of the product you're cooking. And I would seriously advise you to use them on a regular basis because they really help you with learning how long it takes to cook products. You place that in the center of an item. If you want to preset that when the temperature gets to your required temperature, the oven turns off, you can, or you can just use it as a guide if you know roughly how long you want it to happen. You've then got steam, conventional steam. So if I take a product like making mashed potato, you know, once upon a time you'd have big pots on the stove, water boiling, quite dangerous if you're doing large amounts. With a convection steam oven, you can put the potatoes in a holy tray, cook the potatoes on the steam mode. Personally, I drop it down to 90% from 100 because that way you don't get so much of the potato exploding. And then once the potatoes are cooked, if you just crack the door for a few minutes just to let that drying off process that we all know you need for potatoes, you're then ready to move to your method of mashing, being it putting it on a mixing machine, putting it through the rollers, or just a small ricer. Cooking vegetables in here on the steam mode is also absolutely possible, and all manner of different steaming processes. One great attribute to a convection oven is the control of the temperature of steam. You can drop it down lower so you're not actually steaming at 100%, but you're steaming slightly lower. And it's the same with, you have a super steam, which takes it even hotter if you want to. So if you want to cook something really quickly, steam it really quickly, you also have that process. Most of them have panels which you can pre-program with specific cooking methods. They can be set, they can be given a name that you understand, they can be loaded from the memory, which is already in there, or you can create your own recipes. But this piece of kit is extremely versatile, whichever model you decide or whichever model you buy.